This is Media Matters. My name is Oluchi. And today I want to talk about the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC in Nigeria. Basically, the question on my mind is, what is the purpose of NYSC and is this still relevant in 2020? So NYSC is a government project where Nigerian youth, mostly graduates, are posted to different parts of the states so that they could mix with people of different backgrounds. And by the end of 1 year, they're expected to go back home and start looking for a job or, starting a business. Now, this program is very mandatory. If you intend to work in any corporation in Nigeria or to work in a government office, you are required to to serve. So the reason why this program was founded in the first place was to bridge the gap of enmity as a result of civil war between 1967 to 1970, which, led to the deaths of millions of Nigerians. So the government wanted a fresh start and they decided that, let's just start this program, which would help Nigerians get to know one another, especially the graduates. They are to travel and, spend time in different parts of the states, get disciplined, get to learn about culture and stuff like that. And in return, they're going to pay them just, monthly allowance so that they could, be motivated. But as the years go by, the whole purpose of this NYSC is starting to get blurry. And this is why I want to talk about this. Like, is it still relevant today? Is it necessary for graduates to waste 1 year doing this when they could start a new career or make other plans in their lives? You spend 4 to 5 years in the university and then you graduate and then you're forced to attend this program, which is for 1 year. And in exchange, you're paid the sum of 33,000 naira. This amount was just, it was just updated this year. Previously, it was about 19,000 naira or so, which is a very, very poor amount to keep any graduate unemployed for 1 year. People are poor, people need help, people need basically anything to, keep their mind off the stress of the country. So attending the program seemed to be like a fun idea. But then when you think about what is being lost, you realize that this is more like a time-wasting program. It's not helping. Whatever the purpose was, whatever the intention was when it was created, it's no longer useful as of today. So I asked some of my friends that said they benefited from the program, but what are those benefits? But what they listed to me sounded more like problems. One of them said, good thing about the NYSC is the monthly allowance, like I said, which is 33,000 naira. That comes with it. So you're looking at a graduate that could be earning more after they graduate. Like in a year, if things go well, a graduate will get a good job and they could get paid way more than 33,000 naira and they could be happier. They don't have to travel to other states. This allowance, this shouldn't even be mandatory. It should be optional. I expect this program to be about if a graduate couldn't get a job, maybe they could try something different by joining the NYSC and then, get paid for being unemployed and also for visiting these other parts of the country. That way, be a win-win. If you want to go get a job, you can get a job. But if you don't want to get a job, or if you couldn't get a job, you can still attend the program. What can 33,000 naira buy an adult today? In Nigeria, when you're looking at bills, when you're looking at transportation, you're looking at fuel price, accommodation, especially a bag of rice, which is way past 33,000 naira. So the amount is not interesting enough. The amount is not exciting enough. I don't see any motivation why people should be attending this program. And I think it's a complete waste of time, especially if the government is not creating jobs. But we'll get to that. So why would a Nigerian youth in 2020 feel tempted by a mere sum of 33,000 naira a month from the government when they could be earning more? This program should be optional and available for unemployed youths. Some said it's the opportunity to travel to other parts of the country and learn new culture. And that's totally fine. But should this be mandatory? Another said is the respect they gain from wearing the NYSC khaki. Well, this is laughable because I don't think wearing an outfit is enough motivation for you to actually spend 1 year doing it. I think you'll feel more respected if you have a better job. And you will, of course, earn more. And you can wear all the khakis in the world you want to. The only thing that bothers me about this program is the fact that you can't get a job in a big corporation without serving. So here are my full thoughts on this. NYSC should be able to offer employment to graduates after their annual service, and this should be guaranteed employment unless the graduate declines. If they can't get them employed, they need to keep them on their payroll for an additional 1 year. I think that NYSC needs restructuring. I also feel like the government is using this scheme as a stalling tactics. It is an elaborate fabrication to keep youth unprogressive. They'd rather give out a token to millions of graduates annually than create employment that will sustain them. I think this program needs to be scrapped because it hasn't fulfilled its purpose of creating employment. There are no jobs. After you serve for 1 year, you come home and sit for additional year or two before you can get a job. And I know a lot of people who are currently unemployed, they have served, they have their certificate, they did all they were required to do. And of course, when they came back home, the allowance stopped. So now not only are they poor, they don't have a job, and they don't know what next they're going to do with their lives. Maybe if they had that 1 year that they wasted, they could have probably just cut up. So they said NYSC is supposed to make the youths become disciplined. But then how disciplined can one be if they are unemployed? How long can you remain disciplined for if you don't have money? If you're not keeping youth for 1 year where they can be paid 33,000 naira a month, why not create massive employment and hire them? Build factories or invite investors to come and build a factory in different states. Let them join the workforce so that they could earn more. This NYSC is really totally pointless. There's no need for it. It's just a time-wasting scheme. And I think the government needs to review it one more time and make sure that this is not mandatory. If you served in the NYSC and you did not get a job after you graduated and you're not guaranteed automatic hire, what is the point? Why did you waste all this time? What exactly is the purpose of the NYSC? Well, you know that the Nigerian government have a hard time with doing one thing and sticking to it and, creating a sustainable plan that will benefit everyone. So then there's this issue of corruption, which makes it difficult to actually accomplish anything. The government would rather cut corners, which consequently comes back to bite them in the ass. So my advice is scrap NYSC and put these guys to work. Stop wasting the youth's time. There's no point to it. If you're not going to give them a job, stop wasting their time. 1 year is a long time for someone to be unemployed. 1 year is a long time to keep someone on a mere payroll of 33,000 naira. That's not a lot of money. It can't serve any purpose today. That's minimum wage. No one lives up minimum wage anymore. If you want to keep them, then pay them what they're supposed to earn if they were working in a big corporation. That's my own opinion. I'd like to know exactly what you think about the NYSC. Do you think it needs to be scrapped? Do you think it needs to stay? What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments. Send me a message. Follow, like, and share. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you so much, and to have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.